What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another Madden 23 online CFM game. We are now in week 16 of the 2022 season here in the Premier Madden League. Of course, last week we had our biggest triumph of the season, getting that overtime win against the Washington Commanders, giving us sole possession of first place in the NFC East with 3 weeks to go in the regular season. Well, we also suffered our biggest loss at the same time because, as you guys know, that game did not save after completion. So for the fourth time this year, we had to have a sim game instead of a fully completed game. We had to just let the CPU do their thing, and while the CPU was doing their thing, Saquon Barkley got injured because whatever reason, injuries are not turned off for these simulation games of games that were already fully played. And despite me trying to bury Saquon in our depth chart, I put Matt Breida as the starter for that game just so Saquon would not get hurt. He snuck on the field for, I think it said 3 downs and got injured. He's out for multiple weeks. He's out for the rest of the regular season, and if we can manage to make it to the playoffs without our best player, he'll be out for wildcard weekend as well. You guys are seeing now the results of the sim game against the Commanders, and nothing really to write home about there, but the most important thing is we still get the win for that. We are still in sole possession of first place, and now that we're here for week 16, we got to move forward without Saquon Barkley. You guys voted for the series to keep on going. As frustrated as I am, we'll just put our head down here and head into Minnesota for a very important game against the Vikings. Every game down the stretch feels like a must-win for our Giants. Is it a must-win? Maybe not. We might be able to still afford ourselves one loss down the stretch and have a chance to make the playoffs. Because, as you guys saw from the, you'll see it right now, the Commanders, the 7th seed, despite being a game behind us. So if we lose a game and we don't win this division with the Commanders, there is still a chance we can make the playoffs. But you don't really want to test that theory, and you'd like to win out to give yourself the best chance possible. And obviously, we control our own destiny now to try to win this NFC East, and we'll do that to the best of our ability. And what is the best of our ability to do that now without Saquon Barkley? 1, using our stat points to give the offensive line a little bit of juice. 2, not getting sacked, which is a goal that our virtual coach has made this week. And 3, I think our biggest mindset going into this game is we're not going to change anything we've done this year up to date. We're not going to change our offensive scheme at all without Saquon. Matt Breida is going to be the starter. Ty Johnson's going to be the backup. And Matt Breida's had a couple of solid games for us. How is Matt Breida going to do with 20-plus carries a game? I don't know, but I think we're going to find out because I don't really feel comfortable putting the ball in Daniel Jones' hands 30-plus times a game. So I feel like being able to run the ball, control the tempo, and play good defense has been our mantra this season, and we might as well try to ride that even without Barkley and see what that brings to us. Now, we fall behind in this game a lot. Obviously, we'll have to pivot, but we'd like to at least control the tempo of the game as long as we can. Big matchup between both squads, 9-5, and both teams in the wildcard hunt in this super stacked and talented NFC conference. So here we go. We are underway at US Bank Stadium. The Minnesota Vikings have been the hottest team in the league until the last couple of weeks. Whoa, that's a missed pass on first down. The Vikings were winners of 9 straight games after losing 3 straight to start the year, and then they lost their last 2 ball games. So are we catching the Vikings at the right time, or are they going to find some more success here to propel them to a postseason push? Kirk Cousins, he's got himself a dime to Jalen Reagor. Reagor, the former Philadelphia Eagle, stepping up into a big role in this offense. He's actually the leading receiver of this team, despite Justin Jefferson and Adam Thielen being on the roster. There, Jefferson making a reception. Dalvin Cook going the wrong way. The Vikings do have their 1,000-yard rusher on the season, unlike our Giants, and they look for Cook on second down, but Kirk Cousins gets whacked and it's incomplete. Third down and long, that's going to be wrapped up by Leonard Williams. And of course, Leonard Williams had a couple of big plays down the stretch of last week's win in the game that was played on the field, at least. The sim, I don't really know what Leonard Williams did, but nonetheless, the Vikings will get a field goal out of their opening drive, which is a solid opening drive for the Vikings, but for us, I'm okay with that as well. I feel like the first quarter of these games, you know, in these CFM games in general, and especially with our Giants, are not important at all. You just don't want to fall behind by a lot as Matt Breida gets behind the Vikings defense. What a run by Matt Breida, who's stepping into the spotlight and showing up already. But yeah, you basically just don't want to fall behind too much in the first quarter and keep these games close and give yourself a chance. Oh, that's not going to help. Dantzler with the interception intended for Kadarius Toney, and Cameron Dantzler, he's going to go in with ease. Unprovoked, he gets the pick 6, and the Vikings quickly get themselves a double-digit lead, and this was exactly the situation we were trying to avoid, and I called that a little bit too early on double digits because they almost missed the PAT with Greg Joseph, but it is going to be up and good. So, yeah, we put the ball in Daniel Jones' hands, and unfortunately, I feel like that was more my mistake than really Daniel Jones. I think I threw that out a little bit too early. Probably should have waited for the full break from Kadarius Toney, and because of that, I guess the pass wasn't on time, and Dantzler was able to get the pick. So, we'll call that a user error, I suppose, but we're not really the kind of team that plays well battling back from a double-digit deficit. So, this is already not exactly the start we were looking for, as Matt Breida right now trying to provide some juice. And maybe we just have to run the ball every time, right? Until the Vikings can stop it. But now that they've stopped it and tackled us for loss, Daniel Jones with the ball in his hands, stepping up and taking off. Jones, he'll get the first down with his legs. And we can run the ball with Daniel Jones. That's cool. I mean, that's an okay way of using Daniel Jones. But actually passing, whole different story. 2nd down and 9. Daniel Jones late in the first quarter, rolling out once again. And Jones outside, he'll get the first down. And Jones is scrambling wild right now as we go a little RPO. Kadarius Toney beating Eric Kendricks at a spy. Oh, what an effort from Kadarius Toney as he battles for the first down. First down and goal to start this second quarter. And Ty Johnson gets the carry. And Ty, the touchdown guy, has found the end zone. Johnson, like we mentioned, stepping up into that backup role, which means he's going to be the guy that's flanking Matt Breida when we come out in a split backfield like that. So that ends up working out for us good enough, and more than anything else, good blocking by the offensive line that has come in motivated, trying not to give up sacks, and also blocking up some lanes really well for our running game that is looking more than adequate. Oh, Dalvin Cook lost the ball, and the Giants have it. That's a fumble on the field, recovered by Azeez Ojulari. Wow, and that's going to stand. We get the ball immediate scoring range as Daniel Jones on first down. Trying to go with a little play action shot, catch the Vikings sleeping, but they were fully awake, and they turned that play away. That'll be an incompletion after Toney goes nowhere. It's 3rd down and 10. Vikings with the 3-man rush, which will give Daniel Jones time and also space to run if we so choose, and we might not have any other options. Daniel Jones, there he goes. He's got the first down. The Vikings will need to put some respect on Daniel Jones' scrambling ability and Matt Breida's rushing ability right now as we go with some option trickery. Oh, but the trick was played on ourselves right there. No treat, a loss of a couple of yards. 3rd down, Toney in motion, play clock winding down. We'll go to Breida, trying to snake into a lane, but Eric Kendricks plugs it up. And on 4th down and 3, we are getting iced as we kick the field goal up and good. We're getting iced because of the momentum factor, the M factor, going on in this specific bowl game. So we are able to make it, though. Chip shot field goal, tie the game up. Big opportunity for us to get the lead right there, but I mean, like we said, we just want to keep this game close, and we actually managed to do that after it looked pretty dire from that pick 6 intended for Kadarius Toney. Now, we're giving our defense a chance to step up and make some plays. They got the one-play fumble on Dalvin Cook. Otherwise, this Vikings offense has actually been pretty solid so far. Oh, but we're getting some pressure on Kirk Cousins, and again, someone like Kirk Cousins who needs to stand in that pocket, and like Daniel Jones, getting this pressure is paramount right now. 3rd down and 7. Watch out! Tibbs got the hit on and forces the incompletion. That was an unblocked pressure right there by Kayvon Thibodeau, and just a straight-up breakdown by the offensive line. We'll take that, and we'll take the punt from the Vikings. We'll be starting at our own 9-yard line, so it is pretty deep in this position, but defense has come to play. Now it's Kadarius Toney, another RPO, trying to use Toney as the gadget guy, as we've been doing all season long. 3rd down and 4, and Jones will keep it. That was a design run that time by Jones, and trying to continue to use Daniel Jones' mobility to our advantage. Unfortunately, that time it backfired, and we're going to have to punt the ball right back to Minnesota. Cousins, middle, that's Thielen in a foot race, beats them all, and Adam Thielen One play, home run swing for the fences, and that one is gone. The Vikings retake the lead just like that. And it's been 2 big plays by Minnesota that have defined this game so far. The pick 6 by Dantzler and the 1-play touchdown to Adam Thielen. And, you know, when you're trying to play spoiler like we are today, giving up those big plays, those are just so deflating. And now, you know, I felt like all the battling we did to get back into this game, now we're behind the 8 ball once again as Daniel Jones rolling. Got a man wide open. That's Tony! But Jones misses him. That looked like it would have been a walk-in touchdown. Instead, it's 3rd down and 5, 2.5 minutes left in the half. And the damn Daniel connection moves the chains to the 47. Bellinger with a big-time catches. Ooh, Jones taking the shot. That's the one thing we haven't really done. We haven't really taken those hits with Daniel Jones, so definitely don't want to do that. We'll have a 3rd down and short upcoming after Matt Breida doing his best inside. Saquon might be able to get that 1st down, but Matt Breida, there are some limitations to his inside running as we go no huddle on 3rd down. Slayton with the catch, giving himself up. Don't want to take any of those big hits, but that'll keep the clock moving as we go no huddle once again. And Jones got Tony. This time they connect, and Kadarius Toney all the way for 6. And we're a PAT away from tying the game up once more. Not going to be the easiest of PATs because we're iced once again, but it is up and good. What a sequence by our New York Giants, and going up tempo there. Really seemed to get the Vikings a little bit in flux. We ran it for a couple of plays, more so out of a necessity, but it worked out for us as Kirk Cousins down low here. Vikings still have all 3 of their timeouts, and that will stop the clock after a gain of 6 to Irv Smith Jr. Kirk Cousins afforded all the time in the world, but he doesn't like what he sees and gets sandwiched to the ground instead. And once again, you just see Kirk Cousins doesn't have that same mobility like Daniel Jones, that ability to escape out the pocket when the time and space is there. 3rd down. Well, no. What is Kirk Cousins doing? Double coverage. Intercepted on the last play of the first half. He actually had someone break wide open in the middle of the field. I don't know why. Cal was running like a little coverage defense there at the end. I think we just came out 2-man under, but thankfully he didn't see it and just chucked one up and chucked it up to Thielen and not Justin Jefferson. Look, anytime Justin Jefferson is not getting targets, that is good news for us as we go to Matt Breida. Our team gets the ball to start the second half. Good news here, but we got to capitalize. Daniel Jones not really even a chance right there on 2nd down. Nothing to be done except to throw that ball away smartly. 3rd down. That's going to be Slayton on the reception, and no 1st down. Jordan Hicks hits him forward, but not enough to move the chains for our Giants. We're on the field on 4th down and 1 at our own 34-yard line, but we had no intentions to truly go for it. I mean, there was a small part of me that really wanted to go for it there, but I had to go back to our earlier game against the Dallas Cowboys when we didn't convert a 4th down in our own territory, and I just feel like that's against the mindset of our team, right? The nature of our team, what we built this team on. It's not really to go for in those situations. It's just, you know, we'll see if we can defend the length of the field here on the defensive side of the ball. The Vikings score a touchdown, so be it. The Vikings do have a helping hand because Dalvin Cook is on fire. He has first one free activated as Rager gets away from the coverage of Adoree Jackson and is able to get the catch and a gain of 5 out of that. Kirk Cousins, not so great numbers, 6 for 11, but they'll need him to make a play on 3rd down. That he does. Jalen Rager, he's been busy as far as targets go. He gets the 1st down reception. Dalvin Cook trying to make somebody miss on fire, but we're able to box him up. Dalvin Cook hasn't done too much in this game, thankfully. Oh, that was a duck by Kirk Cousins, and it is actually hauled in by Irv Smith. Tart on the coverage and the takedown as 3rd down. Interception. Cash Belton marking the middle of the field for his 2nd interception of the game. Belton also got the INT on the last play of the first half. And Dane Belton, who's been an overnight sensation, is back at it once again as Jones is twisted down by Hunter. No 1st down. It's 3rd and 1, and we'll go to Ty Johnson. That's a big hole. Now what you expect on 3rd down and 1, but we'll take it as we move the chains. Now back to Matt Breida we go, and we still want to be a run-first team in these situations and let Daniel Jones do what he can, but Danielle Hunter is a bit too athletic, and Daniel Jones not able to outrace him. So now it's 3rd down, blitz is in. Jones middle, just got it to Breida, and Matt Breida gets the 1st down. Yeah, he still got the 1st down. That was a bit sketchy for a moment. Daniel Jones has not hit 100 yards passing, and we're about to hit the 4th quarter, but it doesn't really matter because of the nearly 100-yard and now over 100-yard rushing performance by Matt Breida. In injury relief. Matt Breida has been quite the sensation for our Giants. Breida in the open field again, and man, Matt Breida's having himself quite the day, and you gotta think of Matt Breida is doing all of this. What could we have done with Saquon against these Vikings? As we go outside, Breida, great blocking from the receivers. Breida with another first down with an outside run, and that's going to set up a goal to go. We're now in the fourth quarter, and Matt Breida trying to carry the pile, bouncing around to the 5-yard line. Yet again, we go to Matt Breida until the Vikings can stop it. We keep on going. Now we're at the 2. One more run, and we can get in, and we'll attempt to run it and score with Daniel Jones. Big time drive by our New York Giants. I believe that took over 7 minutes of the game clock, and we cap it off with a touchdown with Daniel Jones. I might have even said 8 minutes right there. Either way, a long and well executed drive by our New York Football Giants, and now we got to play protect the lead in this situation. Anything but the end zone as the Vikings go play action on second down. They'll just get that to Irv Smith, and at least even on these incompletions, or these completions, we're playing tight coverage. That's airtight and shut down. Picked off. Adoree Jackson trying to catch the edge. Dalvin Cook able to slow him down. Jackson immediately to the 10-yard line. First down and goal. It's a touchdown. It's all popping off for the New York Giants. Breida is in again. Matt Breida in one play scores the touchdown, and the Giants, who were just in a tie game a couple of minutes ago, now we got a 14-point lead, and it's our secondary that showed up that time, getting the interception on Kirk Cousins, who now has 3 interceptions in this ball game and has put the Vikings behind the 8 ball. It was our pick 6 that put us in the initial hole, but we've been playing clean football ever since, and the Vikings are starting to unravel, and that's all working in our advantage. Now it's third down once again, going to try to force Kirk Cousins into a mistake, and he does! He's picked off by Darnay Holmes. Oh my, Kirk Cousins with the playoffs on the line potentially for Minnesota is absolutely collapsing. And this Vikings defense, I don't know if they've been caught off guard by our intentions to run the ball with Matt Breida as much as we have, but they have not really shown much to stop him. 167 rushing yards for Breida as Ty Johnson, he gets a decent gain, keeping that clock moving. We're going to go conservative on third down. Just give it to Breida. Breida with the first, great blocking by Slayton. That springs Matt Breida in for the touchdown. Unblocked, Breida does it again. Oh my goodness, a career outing for Matt Breida. This is unbelievable. The backup checking in and having one of our most productive rushing games of this season. I don't think we've seen this kind of success running the ball since the first week or 2 of the year when Saquon was really going off. And in that situation, I feel like we caught a couple of teams off guard with how much we were willing to run the ball with Saquon Barkley. And it might be that same kind of scenario today where I don't know if the Vikings expected us to trust Matt Breida as much as we did, but I mean, Matt Breida has rewarded our trust and then some. We have a 21-point lead as we hit the 2-minute warning, and the Vikings go backward. That's big Leonard Williams back at it again. Second down, and I mean, at this point, the Vikings aren't even going up tempo, right? They've pretty much waved the white flag and conceded defeat. They're willing to say that they will drop to another loss, and our Giants will move up to 10 wins on the year, a 10-5 record with 2 games left in the regular season as we get back-to-back sacks to end the drive off and effectively the game. I believe Ojulari got one, and then we sent Aaron Robinson off the defensive back blitz on fourth down. He's able to get home, and a couple of bend the knees by Tyrod Taylor, and we are out with a victory in Minnesota. So that's going to put us at 10 wins. That'll keep us in first place in the NFC East Division and put us in that much better a position to try to make these playoffs. And we were able to prove today that we can get it done without Saquon Barkley, which was honestly not much of a concern for me. I mean, obviously I'm concerned about how it happened. That's the main thing, right? I'm just mad about how it happened. But as far as actually being able to win without Saquon Barkley, he's not Jesus. He doesn't walk on water. He's not anything like that, right? I feel like we could have still won the game without Saquon entering the game, and we played that game with that kind of approach, and it worked out. So, I mean, I don't think Matt Breida is that guy to be running for almost 200 yards. I feel like that's something to do with the Vikings defense, but hey, man, that was an important win for us against a team that was also fighting for everything. And the Vikings now, they are in a dire situation as far as trying to make playoffs. Our New York Giants, we just got 10,000 XP for our entire offensive line, because remember that scenario at the beginning of the game, we did not give up a single sack, and we just got a ton of XP. How about that? That'll be a good way to end the video. Roll on the XP montage and upgrades for our entire offensive line. Leave a like on this video if you guys enjoyed what you guys saw today. Subscribe for more Madden 22 gameplays. I mean, it took a lot for me to get this one out here, but we're keeping the series going, and maybe we might actually make the playoffs. We'll see. The only way to find out is by tuning in again. I'll catch you guys next time. Thank you, as always, for watching.